Hey guys, Mecha-san here, and with Season of Spooks here, EA has given us the first official gameplay trailer for the Dead Space remake here. This has gotten a little bit of hype here. I think they're careful not to overblow it here. It's like they are earning their lesson, where less is more. I don't know. It's EA we're talking about here, so let's not hold our breaths. But there have been news that's gone out here, like Isaac's gonna be voiced by his original voice actor from 2 and on. So yeah, he's gonna have a voice. They're gonna bring in the Zero-G thrust pack that they had in Dead Space 2. There's actually some images that leaked on that showed Isaac using that. And I think they even changed. They heard fan feedback and changing up the sound of the guns, because they didn't release a build here, like the progress they're making here, and one of which was showing like the weapon sound effects. And yeah, I gotta admit, when I heard those, like the plasma cutter, it's like, that's not the plasma cutter. I'm sorry, that the plasma cutter is at this point it's a very iconic. I'd personally put it up there with the Lancer Mark II from Gears of War, the MA5 and all the variants from Halo, and yeah, it's gotta be right here with the effects, the sound effects, and everything. And in that regard, right is how it always sounded. Sorry. So yeah, I've been a big fan of Dead Space for a while here. I bought the game. The first game, day one here. It's one of the few games I platinumed entirely on the PS3. I sometimes go back to Dead Space 2 to try to beat the game on the hardcore difficulty. That's a bitch and a half. Oh boy, so yeah, I've read some of the comics as well. I probably have to reread them, but the comics are very interesting. But the way the dialogues are written in there, it's weird that in a way that fits the imagery, but makes it hard for me to read and get what's going on, stuff like that here. And then there are the books, which I haven't gotten yet. I want to get them here. I've been trying to hunt them down. I know they're online, but I don't trust online retails as much as I do like brick and mortar stores. Although I was surprised to learn that one of the books has a hardcover version. Yeah, that alone is tempting. Currently unavailable on Amazon, but if I could get a hardcover, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. Oh boy, so yeah, let's see the game. Let's see what they've done here. They did release this Twitter imagery here, recording with Unitology symbols, and that's supposed to be the hint that it's coming out. This is coming out, likely, really.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kelly, responding to your distress call.
Okay, I recognize. Oh wow, yeah.
Isaac
Motive. Nice, Isaac Clarke.
What have you got, Isaac?
Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Can you handle it alone?
Okay, I like that.
Centrifuge.
That is Isaac.
Get the fuel running.
He sounds okay, like in control, which means, is that guy there? Get the elevator. Yeah, it's just new lighting, new texture, cut off their limbs. I like that. Nicole, Brandon, medical overwhelmed. Here we go. There's the Flasher Necromorph. Yes, perfect. Oh, nice one. We got the stasis. Oh, look, I look at the stasis bubble. There we are. Oh, yeah, I remember the scene. Nice. Ooh, contact beam. I never used the flamethrower. Pulse rifle. They sound like the weapons we know. Oh, the Leviathan. Yeah. That guy was extremely easy. I'm curious to see how they improve him. You barely see the yellow there, but there it is. There's the marker.
Humanity will be made whole, Mr. Clark.
Oh, he's dead. That is a death scene.
Isaac, it's me. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
Nicole?
Humanity ends here. Nice. Pre-order. The engine room walkthrough. Okay, that's official. That's another video entirely. There's no pre-order bonus. Like probably they're holding out the pre-order bonus, but you know it's gonna be one here. They did it in the first game. Why not? They had pre-order exclusive. Like if you pre-order the game on PS3, you get this exclusive Obsidian armor, and if you do 360, you get this Xbox 360 exclusive armor. So nothing new. The Ishimura, alright, it looks, for the most part, the same, except that I think I see right here. I don't remember it having such a long bow like this here. Like, it almost looks like it belongs in Battlestar Galactica with this The Kellion comes in here. So, yeah, fun fact, what happened to the Kellion here, how it crash landed, as it was moving in, it got hit by debris, and that threw it off course. Alright, we've got the check-in stations. There was like a bunch of luggage, stuff like that. It was like blood and such. And then we got, this is the medical area here, like where you evacuate this area immediately. Yeah, this is when Isaac used a thermite to blow up the barricade. It's amazing how much I recall still. Again, I've played this game countless times to platinum it, and I've seen other YouTubers, well, play for the first time, Twitch streamers, whatever. So I recognize a lot of the area here. This is the 0G. We can't go through, so we walk around. But now that we can have like the flight, the thrust path, we can probably just go up here and through there. Yeah, this is also where we pick up one of the power nodules, power nodes, yeah, by EA Motive.
Isaac Clark.
That voice. It's gotta be that psycho. Oh, I forgot his name here. We had Dr. Kine. Who, he was a unitologist, but he eventually saw like the light and everything, saw that this is not what unitology teaches. This is bullcrap. But then there was the other guy here who was crazy, who made the regenerator. I think that's him. They also say that it's gonna have a lot more connection to the greater lore here, like for stuff in the book, but the movies, well, like Dead Space Downfall and what have you. Might even get the recording of the security chief from Downfall. See her, see how she looks like in this engine. But yeah, just this scene alone. Nice seeing the armor, like the health, the rig show he's in good health. This is the one thing I can say here is that this rig, yeah, it's a max level rig, definitely here, because we know we gotta start the game off with the level 1 rig here, which doesn't even cover that much of the face. At least the blue glow of the face here. We got the Ishimura here, they come in.
Isaac? Half the Ishimura's in the red.
So yeah, basically when he comes inside around, yeah, that's the thing. When he comes inside to take the terminal, see how the Ishimura is doing. It's doing like when you open a door, there's blood on the floor here, like a lot of blood. I expect Isaac to like notice that and like, okay, there's I'm seeing a lot of blood here, like a lot of blood. Before he hits the terminal and check out the Ishimura, then the lockdown happens and the two red shirts get killed off. got, it was this engineering? Wow. Oh, we got the processing here where they break down. We got the tethers and everything. We got the hallway that leads to the captain's room, the bridge, the centrifuge. Oh boy, yeah, a lot of people. Deaths, the deaths there. Looks like a lot more. This guy, I don't know, but this guy, well, we all know this guy. They made a big deal, like showing this scene off here and like the demo build they made here and the sound. Ooh, yeah, I like this here. Where he looks okay. Look at that. Other than banging his head up and up, you see here there's not a single blood stain on his white. And so when he finally falls down, we see like his rib cage open, and he's like smashes his head in. Then we have this guy. Okay, I have no idea. I don't recall him. We do see some other survivors, but they're already gone cuckoo here. Like there's that woman who was behind like in a triage glass whatever that took the bone saw and then there's that other woman who was standing by the bedside and she was just crying, like not even noticing or responding to Isaac's presence. And she died after that crazy doctor cut off the air supply in the area. Bring the tethers? Either? I have no idea. Oh, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's like, you can just see someone, there's a body. There's a person right there standing, you can see just barely, and she falls. Now, as you kind of seen down the elevator, this scene, cut off their limbs, you get the plasma cutter, and I like this.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan.
Like, the sound of it powering on, that, yeah, I remember that so well. So they captured that, they managed to stick, they kept that here good. And I just love how it opens up here. Because apparently this is an older model. This is an older model, like in Dead Space 2, it's known as the refurbished plasma cutter. But yeah, it could be an older model that they're still using on Ishimura as opposed to Dead Space 2, which uses a more newer model. But yeah, look at how it opens up like that to get aligned and everything. Nice. And then we got, of course, Nicole.
Medical is overwhelmed. We need help.
I love how the lines, the laser lines there, and switch orientation there from horizontal to vertical. Cut off their limbs. Texture looks a little different in some areas here, like it's sticking out. Yeah, like it almost like it's jelly sticking out, like popping off. Got the medical in the body. Ooh. That's obviously when we destroy the fuse to open a door. That guy, survivor's banging. Let me in! And too little, too late, he gets killed. Yeah, look, the walking motions, it's exactly how I remember it. Let's see if I can hear the plasma cutter. Yeah, that's how the plasma cutter should sound. That's how we all are ingrained to think that's how it has to be. Because yeah, it's not really supposed to be relatively silent weapon here, because it's not a weapon. It's supposed to make a big sound here because it's a mining tool, and it's the fact you discharge it is also worked as a warning to everyone around you that I'm using a mining tool. Please be careful. We see a lot of them. Yeah, we got a good few of the necromorphs here. Okay, not all. Not all of them are that disgusting looking here, as I remember here. You can tell this one here probably died, got revived in a morgue or something, instead of like the body they made. But yeah, the pale skin and such. Oh, nice. You can see their little arms right there. Stasis is a new effect here where it makes a bubble. I'm curious. Is that like, that's gotta be an up as you upgrade the stasis module, and yeah, eventually you can have a bigger area of effect here that can trap multiple enemies. Oh, nice detail there with the counter projecting right behind. But yeah, you get but again, going back to the suit here, this is like the a level 6 or 7 rig. It's fully upgraded here. This is not because in the rig 1 we start out with in the game here, it doesn't even have this much protection in the visor here. You can see pretty much a whole visor here, which they should have included clips here where it shows randomly the various rig levels. Like, show us what rig level 1 looks like, and we can sort of like piece it together how each level rig will look like. Entering zero gravity. So yeah, we got zero gravity is back here, and I recognize area big time here, like we all did here. This is where we had to play leapfrog to get to a certain area here to restore some power in places, stuff like that. But now it's made easy here. We no longer have to worry about hitting. Well, actually, we probably still have to worry about. We gotta be careful here. But I mean, we get in that here, we're dead. And this is when we have to do like basically a trench run to the ADS while debris is striking the hull. Yeah, look at that. You can see that. I'd stick down. And I think this was the same place as the last room, as the last one here, but we're deeper here, so the infection is so much more. Yep. We see the pulse rifle there. Let's look at that here. Oh yeah, I love that here. Like, if you keep an eye on the counter, you can see it going down little by little. There we have the contact beam, which looks a lot more powerful. So yeah, they put spectacle here. All these weapons are fully maxed out. No doubt. The flamethrower, which I never used. I never found it useful here. For me, weapons I stick to were plasma cutter, line rifle, plasma cutter, line gun, the pulse rifle, and the focus gun. Because yeah, the focus gun pretty much works the same as the flamethrower, except you can actually use that thing in space. So yeah, if you got the little pulse necromorph slug coming at ya, force gun, bang. Whether in a 0G and in vacuum or in atmosphere. We got the crawlers here. Let me look at that space here. Isn't that asteroid? Okay, this is the asteroid tether, where yeah, we count one of these guys. They look like the more advanced versions here, like the older ones. You got them. Oh, that was always hard for me to do. Like, manage to get these guys in midair like that. Like, got the brute. Ooh, yeah, this guy looks more disgusting. And here we have the Leviathan, who I have no doubt that this one has gotten the AI on this thing has gotten a massive overhaul because it was just so easy. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. It was easy. I mean, no problem there. But so I know some fans were not happy, so yeah, they probably changed it. Make us whole. the marker here. Oh wow, it looks much more red. How big is it? Because well, in this game here when it first appeared, it was pretty compact. Like at least like what? How tall was it again? How tall do you guys think it was in the game here? But then we look at some of the expanded universe stuff here from again Downfall and such, and this marker was bigger, was a whole lot bigger. So they know that to make the change here, and I'm curious to know if they will include the dead space field it emits here, where basically necromorphs can't get close to it. They didn't have that in the game here because, well, one, they say gameplay reasons, but in reality, I think two, they didn't think about that at the time. It wasn't in their minds. But yeah, basically the marker in a small area, a small circular area here, basically makes a field where the necromorph can't enter. Otherwise, well, yeah. And that was the whole point of putting.
Will be made always the dark.
That was the whole point about getting the thing back on the altar here, because it extends the field. And it looks like we've got a bunch of I think actually this is a tentacle. I think this is a tentacle here, so I'm assuming it's the hive mind. I wonder how that's gonna be, how that's gonna change.
It's me. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
Nicole?
So yeah, January 27th, so after Christmas. After the holidays? Okay, anyone else thinks that EA just sending this game out to die? Because think about it here. It's after the holidays, after the time of the year where people do the most in spending here, where they bring out a whole lot of cash here on food, the decorations, the presents, and paying for airline tickets here to visit their families, who knows where, or go on vacation. I mean, January and February are technically considered the dry season, the dry months of video games here. Like nothing really comes out here because, well, the studios for the most part know that no one's gonna be that buying much here after the holidays here. Wait for them until they gain more money here, and then you bring out the new stuff here. But they're releasing this thing on late January. Yeah, they're really hoping that this flonks here, and as well as see if there are any those diehard Dead Space fans will actually fork out the cash here, because how much you think this thing is gonna be priced at? My guess, $70. A lot of games are being put in that price here. I mean, I've heard about Nintendo edition, the edition of Nintendo with Elder Scrolls, whatever, like as a full $70 game for the Switch. Yeah. Oh boy. And don't get me wrong, I want to pick this up day one. I want to. I don't think I can, though. That's a problem. I know I can't here. I mean, again, it's an issue of money here. Like, I'm not gonna have the cash to spend on a high level game here. No matter how much I want it. All right, everyone. Tell me what you all thought about this gameplay trailer here. Are you excited here? But then you saw this release date and thought, EA, you scumbags. Comment in the comments down below. Like and subscribe for more videos. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.